I'm Eve. I'm part of the 2050 Climate Group team. Today is Friday the 5th of November and it's Youth and Public Empowerment Day at COP. So we're going to the Green Zone, we're putting on our own event and we're just getting ready now. So we're currently at the Youth Hub, about to jump on a cargo bike and let's get this show on the road.
I'm here today in Glasgow to support 2050 Climate Group on their Day of Youth Action, carrying some of their staff and materials for the day around Glasgow in a low carbon way, showing what's possible.
So tell me a little bit about the event that's happening this afternoon at COP.
We're here in the Green Zone today to have an event together with the Malawi Climate Leaders Project. It's called Visions for Tomorrow for a Sustainable Future from Malawi and Scotland. We'll be hearing from 2050 volunteers, from 2050 trustees, from the young leaders from Malawi and from the Minister for Environment in Scotland, Mary McAllen. And what are you feeling about being here at COP?
So being here as a young person is particularly exciting. It gives us an opportunity to create a voice. There's so much going on. It's sort of almost the Glastonbury, as it were, of climate change.
I think I'm most excited about the fact that this may be the only time in my lifetime I'll be able to attend COP because of how close it is to where I now live. I'm originally from the Pacific, so if I was still there, I don't think I'd be able to be here. But at the same time, creating space for young people who are not here, like young people from Malawi, young people from the Pacific. And what about you, Sarah?
Lots of reasons. It's amazing that it's being based in Scotland. It gives a chance for Scotland to show why they want to be world leaders in terms of climate action. There's a lot of talk, and then this is a chance to really put that to fruition.
So in September of this year, 2021, we hosted our 4th annual youth summit called Let's Talk COP26. And essentially, the reason why we wanted to host a youth summit centred on COP26 is because the COP decision-making process and the event itself is super inaccessible and it marginalises frontline communities. So we wanted to create a space that brought young people together with industry leaders, decision makers, climate activists to discuss some of the key themes of COP26, to unpack them and to empower climate action in the space of COP26 and beyond.
So we're about to go live on our event in the COP26 Green Zone. We're so excited to be joined by some amazing Scottish young leaders and Malawi young leaders so they can talk about what they want to see at COP26.
I'm just really excited. I think there's actually quite a benefit to this being a hybrid event where so many people from around the world will be able to hear what we're doing here in Glasgow. I'm from the Netherlands, people from home will be able to listen in. I'm sure lots of people from Malawi will be joining in, which is just very exciting, yeah.
For us in the Scottish Government, we think there are two great big ironies at the heart of the climate crisis. The first one is that the people who are affected first and worst by climate change have done, for the most part, little or nothing to cause the situation that we're in. And the second great irony is that those who are set to suffer most, the people who are suffering right now, young people who will have to live with the consequences in the future, their voices are far too infrequently heard.
The Malawi Climate Leader Network and the partnership with 2050 Climate Group, basically what it's about is we work together and we plan activities together. We also implement some activities together. We're able to share resources, and these resources are not just about funds, but we're able to share knowledge. Malawi is a developing country, Scotland is a developed country. We're two different countries, and having youth from Scotland explain what they're going through and also share information is actually very important for Malawian youth.
Massive Malawi-Scotland partnership together with Climate Change 2050 Group came together after noting the challenges that people of Malawi are facing, and they brought together young people from all over the 28 districts. So these young people, with their energies, they're going out in the communities, mobilizing fellow young people in the fight against climate change.
Here are 5 of the key asks from young people to COP26 leaders that emerged from our youth summit. 2050 Climate Group believes that youth involvement is key to meeting the ambition of a just and sustainable society.
So the young people told us that they wanted to prioritise discussions of loss and damage and to treat this with urgency.
To centre climate justice in all key policy decisions.
So young people told us that they wanted us, COP26 leaders, to hold large private businesses and high-emitting countries accountable to actions that are contributing to the climate emergency.
Finally, to value and support community-led initiatives that build positive relationships with people and place and create space for accessible climate action.
The future that we want starts today. It doesn't start some 10 years in the future, because when we delay, it might be too late to realize the future that our children and the generations afterwards.
We want action-based solutions, not just promises. And we don't want them tomorrow, next year, or next month. We want it now. And now means what, Joanna?
Now.
Now means now. Thank you from
very
Lilongwe, COP26 Hub.
The whole aim of this project is to allow young Malawian climate leaders to actually participate to an extent at COP26 without actually physically being here. And hopefully in the next COP27, they're able to actually take part and have the experience as if they were actually here at COP26.
Young people have been absolutely instrumental in bringing the issue of the climate crisis right to the fore of public consciousness. Not only that, but they have the most to lose from any failure to act today. So it's absolutely crucial that through events like this and through other programmes, their voices are heard in shaping the future world.